Hey guys, how you doing? Margin Stage of Darkness here. I'm coming to you with another deck profile, something that I've been working on with a friend of mine from a local tournament. I went to a tournament last Sunday with my Destiny Zero deck. I went 2-2, which wasn't great because, there were some really good decks there, some Dragoonity decks. What else did I play? I played Six Samurai, Gladiator Beast. Lost the Gladiator Beast, won against the Six Samurai. I lost against one Dragoonity and won against the other one. So, so it was 2-2 in the end, which was okay. I kept opening with Malicious in practically every game in my first hand. It really hurt the deck that I didn't have any way of really discarding it from my hand, except for Brionac and things like that. So, I was talking to a guy there who, you know who you are if you're watching this video. He's a really, really good duelist, knows what he's talking about, and has played a lot with heroes. And he suggested a few changes to my Hero Gate deck, which I thought I'd try out. This is an updated version of my Gate Hero deck. Obviously, it's got the Shining on, which isn't legal over in the UK, but I won't use this for tournaments. I can use this for sort of friendly games and locals where they don't mind you using cards that aren't legal yet. So I'll just show you this deck, and please let me know what you think, because obviously I'd appreciate any feedback that you can give me. Right, so I've got my 3 Elemental Hero Neos Alias back, 1900 beta and a light for the Shining. Really, really good card. Couple of Ocean, they're my water monsters, or some of my water monsters for Absolute Zero. Don't often get its effect off, but I prefer them to Ice Edge. That's down to personal preference. 2 Ultimate Rare, Captain Gold, they're new additions. One of them is, I think that's Spanish. It might be German, I'm not sure. Anyway. The reason why I'm running these and Fusion Gate is mostly because he's a light, as I say, for the Shining. He's a 2100 beta as well, but I do run one Skyscraper, and this was one of the edits that I was talking about with this with the guy from my local tournament, and he said that it was really good because you can sort of play Fusion Gate, get out the Shining really quickly, and then if he gets destroyed, you can get Captain Gold and another hero back, chuck it for Skyscraper, play a Skyscraper and sort of beat down their monsters until you can get another Fusion Gate and start fusing again. And it is working really well. I've only had a couple of games with this deck so far, but it is a really good combo, surprisingly. And you can also chuck him in the grave, as I say, get a Skyscraper, and that's a light in the grave for Miracle Fusion, so that's really good. Stratos staple, 2 Effect Veiler. I've mained 2, obviously they're light, but with Book of Moon at 1 now, it's even more essential for stopping big plays. So running 2 of these, I mained 1 and sided 1 in the last deck that I had, but this, I was always siding in the second one in game 2 because I found I needed it a lot. So 2 Cyber Dragon, that's really good. Beta is a light monster, obviously special summons, so he avoids things like Bottomless Trap Hole, So they activate Bottomless Trap Hole, and then I'm not wasting my my normal summon and losing it to that. But he's also good, obviously, things like Chimeritic Fortress Dragon, and for getting around sort of 2000 defense monsters. If they don't play Necro Valley, then it can run over Spy and things like that. 3 Diva. This is taken out of my Destiny Zero deck, and that works really well. It's a good way to search out loads of water monsters, and he's a tuner, which is really good. I can usually hold the field with something like Neos Alias for a turn, then summon this, get a Brionac, chuck a card, return a card, Synchro again for a level 8 Stardust or something like that. That's really good. And also, you can get out Neos Alias, Deep Sea Diva, Spined Gilman for Mistworm, or when it comes out for Trishula, and you can even do a Deep Sea Diva and a Spine Gilman for Ally of Justice Catastor, or when it comes out Tech Genius Hyper Librarian. So 1 Honest, because there's a lot of lights in here, and a Spined Gilman, as I say, for the level 5 synchros. 3 Ultimate Rare Miracle Fusion, never a dead draw, so 3 works really, really well. And I can keep recycling the heroes so I don't run out of materials to use this. 3 Fusion Gate. I don't run any Terraforming, but I do run a couple of Gold Sarts because it's more generic. So I need 3 of these really to make sure I draw them fairly early on in the game. 3 Equal, because I've got a fairly low monster count and I've only got 8 heroes, so running 3 of these means that I'm going to get heroes out fairly quickly so I can start fusing. A couple of Gold Sarts, as I said, picks Miracle Fusion, picks Fusion Gate, picks what else? Royal Decree, Dark Hole, Giant Trunade, whatever I need really. It's more generic than Terraforming, so that's why I'm running a couple of Gold Sarts instead. MST stops Royal Oppression and anything else that's really annoying, basically. It gets to things like Necro Valley as well, which hurts this deck. Monster Reborn, Staple, Reinforcement of the Army, Staple in a Warrior deck. Ultimate Rare Future Fusion. I can pick things like the Shining with this or Absolute Zero. There's my Ultimate Rare Skyscraper, which I love. Giant Trunade, clears back rows. Dark Hole, Book of Moon, 3 Royal Decree. That's the only traps I'm running in this deck because the idea is just to keep summoning a lot of big monsters, and if I keep losing them to things like Bottomless Trap Hole, which is so anti the Shining. You summon it, it gets removed from play, you don't get anything back. You've essentially wasted 3 cards for nothing, and that's not the idea of the deck. So if you can stop it, and then they've got to destroy it in battle, or use something like Smashing Ground or Lightning Vortex, and you get its effect off anyway, or Dark Hole. So shutting down the traps is very important, and I know it leaves me open to attacks, but I do have things like Honest, Absolute Zero, Book of Moon as well, to protect myself. So usually I'm not too worried about relying on my traps. In fact, relying on my traps having those traps is often the reason why my first Gate Hero deck run very slowly, because I was drawing things like Solemn Warning and Mirror Force when I wanted to draw the fusion material. So hopefully this will work a bit better, but we'll see. Now onto the extra deck. 3 The Shining, obviously really, really good card. Recycles heroes, the main focus of the deck. 3 Absolute Zero, again another really good sort of standby card, protects me, wipes out their monsters, and it's just a really good safety net card. Chimeric Fortress Dragon from Marquinhos. I'm running 2 Cyber Dragon in the main, so a couple of Stardust Dragon, they are there, you can't see them but they are there. Yeah, they're there. 2 of those, they're the synchros that I make the most out of the level 6, level 8 sort of combo with Diva and that there. And I've sided in some Starlight Road as well, so I've got 2 of those. 1 Black Rose, 1 Gungnir, 1 Mr. Worm, 1 Brionac, 1 Ally of Justice Castor, and 1 Colossal Fighter. Colossal Fighter's good because I'm running a lot of warriors. So that's the whole deck. I do want to make some changes. I wouldn't mind putting in Rainbow Neos again, sort of a bit like Croa Cresta did, with his 1 tech Neos and 1 tech Rainbow Dragon. But then he runs Chain Material, so I'm not sure about that. Do post your thoughts on that or anything else to do with the deck, and hopefully we'll have some videos to update soon. My brother's got a Gravekeeper deck which I want to play later tonight, so I might be filming that one. But until then, that's Margin Sage of Darkness and his Gate Hero deck signing out.